And now to this. Today, Governor Brian Kemp cut the ribbon for a fantasy sports company, which is expanding its headquarters here in Atlanta.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this is all happening in a state where sports gambling is still technically illegal, despite the best efforts of some backers at the Capitol. 11 Alive's Doug Richards, live for us in Midtown. Doug, you've been covering this sports gambling issue for years now. So development today, anything awkward about this at all?
Well, maybe in some of the questions asked of Governor Kemp at the end of the ceremony, but to Kemp, this was who likes to celebrate new jobs. This had next to nothing to do with gambling and almost everything to do with an economic development victory. This was a ceremony to mark the expansion in Georgia of a company called PrizePicks, which lets folks wager electronically on the performances of individual players in team sports. The CEO for PrizePicks says expansion will create 1,000 new jobs. Although sports betting is technically illegal in Georgia, PrizePicks says its platform legally bypasses those prohibitions.
Well, it's a skill-based game.
Backers of sports gambling have spent years trying to coax the legislature to legalize it in Georgia. They say the state could tax the proceeds and use the money to expand college scholarships and other popular programs. Though Governor Kemp was the guest of honor at the PrizePicks ribbon cutting, Kemp has neither pushed nor blocked efforts to legalize sports gambling.
My whole thing is if they're going to do something like that, we need to make sure it does not cannibalize the lottery and hope scholarship.
Religious conservatives have led the effort to stop legalized sports gambling in Georgia. They've also helped Kemp win 2 terms as governor.
All right, so Doug, I know a lot of our viewers watching maybe have this question as well. Is it any type of contradiction to have a fantasy sports company headquarters in a state where, as you mentioned, sports gambling is still technically illegal?
Well, the answer to that question may fall as to where you are politically on the question of legalized gambling. You could go to a place in Tennessee called Lynchburg, which distills Jack Daniel whiskey. They actually do that in a county where you're not allowed to drink Jack Daniel whiskey. It's a dry county, so one could perhaps find an analogy there.
All right, I've been to Lynchburg
know that.
as well during my Nashville days. Doug, thanks so much.
Doug?